to my second Wonky Shed Brewery video. The first one was a little bit patchy, very incomplete. I'm hoping for a little bit better from this one. What is odd though is that this second video isn't a brew, it's actually a remodel and a revamp of the brewery itself. So I've got lots of stainless steel, lots of stuff to go in, some quite heavy modifications. So I'm hoping to just cover off what I'm going to do, and then in another video actually show the steps that I'm taking to bring it up to scratch. I'm hoping the weather's going to be okay this weekend. It's going to be a little bit blowy, but hopefully not too wet, because I need to empty out the Wonky Shed in order to get everything new in that I need to. There's my ahi crystal peppers, bell peppers, 2 tomatoes, so obviously not done too well out of those this year, and some, I'm not sure what at the moment. I think these might be yellow Scotch bonnet, obviously green at the moment, and I've just got a whole variety of weird and wonderful ones. These are just cayenne, but hoping they all ripen up fairly soon. And welcome back to the Wonky Shed. As with the last video, it started off and it's extremely messy. I do need to empty everything out of here. There's so much work going to be going on, hopefully this weekend, all being well. I've got some rubber checker plate flooring to go down, so that should help with clean up and just make the floor a little bit more sturdy. So the freezer's got to come out, all the equipment. So since last time I've added this cooker hood, that's obviously going to stay in. So as well as getting the flooring done, this bench is coming out. It's done a good job, but it's just doesn't fit the style of a brewery particularly well. So I've got a stainless steel catering bench to come in here. It was a little bit too tall in order to fit the kettles on and fit it under the cooker hood or the extractor. I had to cut the legs off, so that will give me a bit more clearance. That was quite a worrying thing, getting a saw to 4 stainless steel legs and hoping that it was going to come out level. Thankfully I've done quite a good job, and I think it will be level. I've got a water filter coming, so that will allow me to get better quality water. Here in Basingstoke we've got some extremely bad quality water. It's heavily chalky, so the filter will feed water straight into the side of the HLT. Up till now I've just dangled a hose in it and hoped for the best. Hope it doesn't spray everywhere, and I've come unstuck with that a few times because I have had the hose come off and spray water. Not great when you've got so many electrics close by. So that will be a connector going straight into the side of the kettle itself, or the HLT. From there, I've also got this Hermes coil, and that's a heat exchange recirculating mash system. So if you did watch my first video, you'll remember that I would recirculate mash through this copper coil which was dangling into the HLT. So this will obviously go within the HLT, so I've got to make some holes in it, again a worrying thing to do, and then put connectors on these so that I can recirculate the mash or the wort through this coil. The mash tun itself is new. This is now a 100 litre one. I did have a 50 litre one before. I was looking to do a Belgian triple, but because my boilers were twice the capacity of the actual mash tun, I just couldn't get the extraction quality of work that I was after to get the high ABVs. I've also got some stainless steel sheets which are going to attach to the wall. So this wooden back panel, that will essentially be going, but I don't know what I'm doing with the manifold at the moment. A lot of people will just attach and detach and move hoses to get the wort or the hot liquor to where they want it to go. I quite like the idea of just turning the handle and getting stuff to go one way or another, it does work very well for me. Obviously the copper doesn't look fantastic, and how I'm going to mount it to stainless steel, I don't know. I was toying with the idea of an electronic system before, but I'm probably still not ready to do that. So I might keep one of the boards just a bit loose, just so that I'm not drilling into the stainless steel sheet on the wall. Quite keen to get the stainless steel sheet up, just because it's going to look right, it's going to look the part. Also want to move these power sockets up, possibly above the cooker hood. It's just going to be safer, it's going to be out of the way of any water. I mean, they are IP rated, but obviously having them out of reach is going to be so much better. The manifold itself, well, you might remember that the Hermes coil that I had before, the copper one I showed you just now, that was connected directly to these pipes on the end here, but now I've got quick release connectors or cam lock connectors on there. I've added a cam lock to that side as well, and I've also added this handle here because last time I managed to pump wort back into the HLT. The HLT should just be clear, clean, hot water, but I managed to pump all of the grain, all of the extract from my malt back into the HLT, so that would have really interfered with the quality of the brew. And the pumps themselves, I've also fitted cam lock connectors to those, again so I can just unlatch the hose and pull them out, just to make cleaning a lot easier. So rather than have this hose dangling straight into the boiler, again I'm going to cut a hole in the side of that, and I'll have a connector similar to that, so I can just have the quick release cam locks on it. Then on the inside I'll have an elbow, and what that will allow me to do is pump water in, but it will create a whirlpool effect inside. That's going to be beneficial. The whirlpool effect will attract all particles and debris to the middle of the boiler, and they should all drop out or drop out of suspension and all sit in the middle of the boiler at the very bottom. That should help with clearing the wort before it goes into the fermenter. So that was a quick overview. Hopefully it all made sense, not too confusing and not too sloppy. So I'm just going to wrap this up for now and start recording again when I actually do the work tomorrow. Good night, cheers, bye.